Hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with
Oberon.
me, Banshee.
Hey everyone.
Welcome to the show. Hope everybody's doing fine. I see we got a short list, but I expect it's going to fill up in time.
It always fills out.
So I'm not going to post it yet, but I'll post it soon. I just want to start the show off singing a little song.
You or me?
Me. Oh, the weather outside is cold and frightful, but the chat is so delightful. So as long as you stick with us, so let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. Okay, it's not snowing out, but it's just cold.
I liked how you were looking at me for approval.
No, I was looking to see if you were wincing.
That would be looking at me for approval. If I don't wince, it's passable.
I see. Well, let's get on with the card for the collective, shall we?
Shall we?
There.
And it's from the Seasons of the Witch, the Yule Oracle.
Did I hear something?
Yes, you heard Sonny jump down from up there.
So he'll be here shortly. Oh boy. Well,
could be. I was
I'm
surprised he didn't try to jump
expecting
down from
a
there.
delivery, and I may have him run and get it inside because of, porch pirates and stuff, so I just don't want it to disappear off my porch. Yes, Banshee's singing badly. I should have planned it out better, but that's sort of what I wanted to sing.
Hi, Ari.
Oh, hi, Ari. I'll get you on the list in a moment. I haven't posted the list yet because I knew we'd be busy. I don't know if there's a reversed for these. I'm going to check. It's poinsettia. And let's see. I don't think there's a reversal. No, so it'll be upright. Poinsettia.
Hi, Kara.
Who doesn't like poinsettia? Well, cats don't. They're not good for cats. And speaking of which, look who pops up here as soon as Kara comes on. How does that happen? All right, I'm just going to not post it yet, but I'm getting the list together. Poinsettia, the keywords are beauty in darkness, transformation, and shadow work. Often mistaken as flowers, poinsettia are shrubs native to Mexico. Despite growing all year long, you'll be hard-pressed to find one much past New Year's Day. They have become a symbol of beauty during the cold, wintry months. The bright red leaves against an equally brilliant backdrop of green makes them an easy choice to, to weave into Yule decor. But the vibrant crimson you see during Christmas is not their natural color. Poinsettias must remain in complete darkness for at least 12 hours a day over 5 days, a process called photoperiodism. Photoperiodism. Oh, that's a new one for me. Never heard of that. There's an important lesson here. Poinsettias show us the way to finding beauty in dark spaces. You have pulled poinsettia because your hardships, mistakes, and shortcomings are your beauty in the darkness. You may feel called to hide them for a time where they will slowly morph into something new. When they are finally free to come to light, you will find your mistakes are stunning representation of your strength and determination to succeed, despite your past. But these parts of you cannot come to light without your help. They must be recovered if they are ever to be admired in the light. This process is called shadow work, and when you are brave enough to enter the darkness, you will return wholly transformed. You're being guided to seek out your hidden parts. You may think others will judge you for things you've done. This is a natural feeling to have, but know this. Those parts have made you who you are. They give you character where others are hollow. They taught you lessons that have contributed to your growth. there's still so much to learn from these parts. You know, there aren't many of us in this world who don't have bad things from their past, you know, maybe from their childhood. A lot of people have not had that idyllic, you know, family childhood that, you know, a lot of people think you should have, Ozzy and Harriet from back in our day. But no, you know, and so, but it's really, what do you do with those experiences? Do you remain a victim to them, or do you realize what gifts they truly are to you? You lived through it. You survived it. You learned from it. You learned how to be better than, you know, the oppressive situations that you encounter in life. Whether it's childhood, whether it's bullying at work, whether it's something else completely. We grow stronger and we grow wiser. And that's the takeaway here. The takeaway is finding the beauty in dark spaces. And some of the darkness in our life is really hiding some beauty that is yet to unfold.
Hi, Victoria.
Hey, Victoria. I was on my soapbox there. And he couldn't wait to interrupt me.
That's
Do you have
right.
anything to
I
add to
couldn't-
poinsettia? It's definitely online with your shadow work, Mr. O. Finding beauty in dark
Well,
places.
shall I invite you to come and do shadow work on Goth
Maybe
Tarot?
so.
There you go.
Maybe
But
so.
shadow work is important because a lot of times the shadow is the things that we just want to deny that actually exist. And what we're really doing is just trying to integrate them into our overall personas, consciousness. It's okay to accept these things and then basically figure out what you do with them. Or how you just sort of, you know, move around them if you need to.
All right. Well, that's what we have for the collective.
Hi, Tanya.
I'm throwing the list
Thanks
out there.
for joining us, everybody, today.
Yes, thank you much. Appreciate it.
Appreciate
Okay, well, we are on Siama first.
that. No, Siama's not first. Somebody else was
Oh,
first.
I thought I had Siama first.
Okay, maybe you're right. You're right. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I stand
no.
corrected.
It is okay. All right,
I got ahead of myself.
you do that. You want to grab a deck for Siama?
I do have one.
And do we have a question posted already? Let me check that out.
Do we? Where is it?
I'm going to go check. A general reading.
General reading for Siama. Already. Thank you.
Gotcha, Siama. Thank you.
So I'm going to use the Tarot of the Princesses.
You want a hippopotamus for Christmas?
People in hell want ice water. That's what my mom would have said.
I bought something that they, for myself, and actually for the household, that they say a man should never buy for his wife, or, you know, it's just not the right thing to get for
A vacuum
Christmas.
cleaner?
A vacuum cleaner. I
Sounds
bought
a really bad
lightweight
message.
stick one to use upstairs and to keep upstairs. We'll have to lug the big horse up there all the time. And maybe even bring that down here for some touch-up jobs, because it does floors as well as, flooring as well as carpeting. So I'm expecting that today. That's why I'm keeping an eye on the door.
All right, Siama.
Wreak the halls with bounds of folly. Fa la 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 la. Cute, Kara. Good afternoon, Angel. Thank goodness you came late and missed me singing in the beginning.
So, it's the reversed Queen of Swords.
Problems reading that, dear?
And
Those court cards.
the reversed King of Pentacles. Oi. And the reversed Temperance.
Everything's reversed, but let's see. Here.
Hi, Angel. Reindeer.
She's Helen. All right.
The anchor.
Well, you know, it's a general reading, and I have to tell you right now, Siama, this is like a very turbulent period astrologically for a lot of things. As even Victoria might say, we have to worry more about Mars going retrograde than Mercury going retrograde, but they are going to be retrograde at the same time. And so I would just say right now, be careful not to rush into things, especially any decisions or moves you have to make at this time. With that King and Queen of Swords.
No, it's a King of Pentacles.
Oh, King of Pentacles. Ah, well,
but it still carries some of that weight.
Still carries some of that weight, because that one really says that, you know, this period right now is very slow, very stagnating, and right now if you try to rush things along and push things too fast, it may not work to your advantage. You also have Temperance reversed here, which is indicating to me that it's almost as if you really are a little bit off your game, or you will be. So, you know, might be feeling stressed out. Maybe you're stressed out because you can't move as fast as you want to on something. But I think you should settle it down until, you know, maybe things are better in control.
I feel that the Temperance reversed is maybe a key card here, because I think it kind of speaks to your ability to not only balance, but maybe transform factors in your life from one part to another. You know, a transmutational quality of maybe making certain things work because maybe you're brokering bargains or situations between different people or different forces, which could be represented by those reverse court cards there. It almost seems like there's just a decision you feel you could be rushed into making, and you don't feel you have really the control. That's the King of Pentacles reversed. And so you'd like to wait to maybe be able to move this stuff around to transmute it. So the question is really, can you do that? That may be what you're trying to hope, is postpone some of this stuff.
Yeah, and I think here it's interesting having the anchor and the rider together, is it not? Because, you know, the anchor kind of holds something in place and the rider gets things moving. So what should you do? I think you should wait, because the anchor has a couple of other messages to it. And one of them is about stability, right? Keeping things stable, keeping things in place. And so I think, again, according to what I was saying, Siama, you might want to wait till everything feels a little bit more stable, a little bit more secure and firm before you make any major moves.
I would have to agree with that. It seems to me that there's a lot of external pressures, or there are some external pressures that are trying to move this along, and maybe that's where either your frustration with either not being able to move forces or to change them more to your liking, because maybe you understand what needs to change better than other people do, but they're not patient, or they're not trying to allow you to be patient. I think you should listen to what Banshee's saying, what I'm reiterating there.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. And I
Good
saw
luck, Siama.
your oracle and the question you want, Angel. We'll be happy to do that for you. Finals coming. Ooh. All right. So Libra is up now. And let's
I think Libra asked what's coming
what's
towards
coming
them.
towards me, which will be one of my readings. I'll start with the Golden Girls. I found the Pasta Tarot. Yay! That's in the mix.
The Cosmic?
Pasta.
Oh, the pasta. Whoops.
We're going to have some
You're
pasta
welcome,
today,
Siama.
Mr. O. But we'll use the Golden Girls for this one. Oh yeah, it's that time. It's that time of the year.
So I might as well mention that on Goth Tarot this week, I'm planning on using for the first time my Midnight Boulevard Tarot. I haven't exactly worked out a reading. As you know, I occasionally like to do kind of blended readings, but I want to do service to this, so I'm probably going to emphasize this more in the reading. We'll see what I come up with. That's my Goth Tarot show, which is on Wednesdays at 8 a.m. or anytime thereafter, but that's when it drops down.
And thanks to everybody who came to my Material Matters show today. It was
a smash.
It was a smash, and it's really gotten a lot of
yeah, she's got a lot of views there. So thank you if you were a part of that.
And not to steal Mr. O's thunder, but soon, I'll be working with something new called the Storyteller's Tarot, which is very interesting. I like it.
Despite the ponderings or thoughts of Angel, we are not stopping buying.
Well, we got a few things, Angel. I have to say, from Llewellyn, I only got us each one deck. And then I got their annual astrological calendar because I rely on that heavily. And also the, what is it called? Oh, the sun sign book. I like their sun sign book. I get that every year. So that's one thing I have that's really awesome. This one's pretty cool too, and maybe I'm going to see if Mr. O can find some use for it on Goth Tarot. Cosmic Crossroads. It's definitely got deals with some issues and how to navigate change in life. And finally, last but not least, the Coupe de Grace that really makes me want to do a past life show. The Past Life Energy Oracle, which talks about the actual baggage you're bringing in, what that is maybe affecting you in this life from a past life, for good or bad. I mean, there's positive, negative things sometimes we take away from our
and you know, it seems like it's more than 2 years now, 2 to 3 years ago, that we first did some past life readings as a special, and it got really good attention, but the overall situation is that, of course, a lot of people see that we're live, and so they come expecting to ask the regular questions, so it's a little hard for us to remain that focused. So in the future, if we do this again, we may try to do Zoom or Google Meets or things like that, where we basically invite people who are here to do that one focus. We'll still keep up our regular reading, of course, but this would be an addition.
I'm not going to rule out that we won't do one on our shows, but yeah, it does get a little bit crazy when people keep bugging us for regular readings on that show, and we're there for something else. All right, so Libra wants to know what's coming towards them, and we are starting with the Seven of Pentacles upright. So what's coming towards you, Libra, is some thinking, some stepping back a little bit and assessing where you're at. You know, at the end of each year, we kind of get into that mood. Well, how did I do? Did I make the right choices? Did I make the right moves or decisions? Maybe you did, which is great, you know, but you're trying to figure out if there's any more you can do to achieve, a positive outcome to something maybe that you've been working on, or maybe, something that's already kind of borne fruit, but you're hoping for more to come of that.
So what's coming towards you, Libra, is the opportunity to assess the situations as they now stand and decide if they're worthy enough for you to continue or to begin really bringing them forward, or if you're just going to maybe let them sit there and go the way that they will. They may not necessarily need anything from you to keep going, but if you did put more of a direction or focus into them, you could be interested in what could happen.
So why is that important? Okay, because now's the time to maybe lay a little lower. It kind of really ties into that nicely. I think what it's saying too is you may find that whatever you're hoping to achieve or, finalize with whatever you've set in motion this year may just need a little bit of nurturing, a little bit of support, maybe not much at all. Strength of State is saying take a subtle approach to this. And also, I think it just falls in line with that, saying, yeah, this is a time where not much more is needed. Maybe you could, go a little bit easier on yourself.
I like what
now.
Banshee's saying here. I might have put it differently, but now I realize that's probably more the way to go. The subtle approach, what it was that was coming to you, the realization that this was a moment to move ahead or to let things go the way they are, also involves the idea that it doesn't have to be a wally in or wally out. It could be metered and gentle, as strength could be suggesting here. The idea that you don't have to totally hold it by the hand or the paw. You can just sort of be there when needed, and maybe that will be enough.
So, where is all this heading?
Hiya, Sal.
Hiya, Sal. I'll get you on the list. It's all upright again. Boy, these golden girls have been really good to us lately.
And it's the Queen of Pentacles.
Yeah.
So the Queen of Pentacles, where it leads to, it sort of involves the idea that this really will open up into something that will be more productive for you. Whatever this is, it's giving you the chance to tap into some of your talents that you don't always get to, or to show how you are able to really follow along and get projects done or get them started and put, suitable energy and focus into them.
Well, I see two really good messages for you here as to where things are headed, Libra. Number one, playing in line with what I said about maybe you don't need to do much right now. Maybe you can step back. That's a sign of stepping back in a way. Maybe now, you can take care of yourself a little bit more. You can work on yourself and your own needs now, and maybe pamper yourself a little bit. Do some things that are good for your body. The other thing I would suggest to you is that clearly, because I said not much needs to be done, because it looks as though you're going to reap some rewards from this one way or another. It seems like this is going to have a good outcome. And you really don't have to do much more than what you've already done to make something happen and manifest.
So then in the Lenormand, it's the partridges. That's the birds, right?
Yep.
And the home.
And the home. Okay, look at that.
So I think that's nice. What do you think?
Yeah, it is nice. It's not, to me it's kind of neutral, but it's nice. So I think it just means there might be a lot of communication in the home. Maybe you're going to have visitors for the holiday. I don't know.
Right.
Maybe you're going to plan a party or a get together or have a dinner with somebody. But it looks as though there could be a lot of conversation in, around, or about the home environment.
Was the matter about the possibility of maybe having more company visit or certain company visit for certain holidays? Like maybe saying well, what would you need to do to prepare for that if it's, people or a certain number of people? I'm wondering if that's what that could be too, the choice of doing that and then, committing yourself to that. But it doesn't have to be. It could be something else around the idea of the holidays, perhaps.
Right. I think that, she wanted to know what's coming towards her. I think maybe some celebrating and getting together or some conversation. Maybe there's conversation about the house or your home, something to do with that as well. I can't rule that out, but everything looks very successful coming towards
All right, Libra.
you right now. So good luck with that.
Good luck.
All right. Naya is up. Hi, Naya.
Naya, that's right.
All right. I'm just getting the list prepared for the next.
Okay. Let's see.
Is there any question? I think there was. We'll find it.
I'm trying to decide what deck I want to use.
No, maybe not. Well, yes, it is. Hi, who is coming towards me for marriage? Okay, we can try that.
You're welcome.
Your deck, but you want to do one of those readings?
Can you help me with that then?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So I'm going to use the Spheres of Heaven Tarot. And Libra, you're welcome. Hope that made sense.
You're welcome, Libra. looking good. Things are looking good for you.
So is there a special way I deal them out?
I thought I heard some, but it might have been you. Yeah, you'll be looking for a court card first, you know.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha. Who is coming towards Naya in marriage, right?
Yes.
Already. Hi, Holly.
Oh, hi, Holly. Good to see you. We'll get you on the
All right, so the
list.
first card is a page. So that's the one we were looking for, right?
Yes.
All right,
What is it?
Sure.
Hi, what is it?
The Page of Cups
Okay,
reversed.
thank you.
I'm
So-
sorry. I didn't hear you because you weren't...
Oh, no. I just got rid of the list, so how about that?
How about
You should
that?
not distract me.
Just copy another one. Yeah, this is our live one where you can ask questions.
Yep, I'm getting you on the list. I'll be posting it shortly, Holly.
Yeah, that's a smaller list. Okay,
All right,
so reverse Page of Cups.
All right, so who's coming towards you? Somebody who may be your age, maybe slightly younger, maybe acting a little less mature. And when I say that, I mean emotionally. Maybe they have problems expressing their feelings. It's possible. It may be too that at first it may be a little bit tricky connecting with them. Kind of where you feel, do we really click? So I don't want you to get discouraged by that because, you need to get to know somebody before you write them off.
I agree with that. And although as a cup card, this person could be a water sign, I'm not totally going to go with that just because I do feel that reversed energy says they're not somebody that is very emotional or that they are working to kind of hide their emotionality. Maybe, the immaturity comes in because they haven't accepted themselves totally that way. This isn't necessarily bad about them, but maybe they're still, trying to, find their positioning in the world.
Right. All right, so now you're I think it's a
Major?
major. The Lovers. Whoa. This is really interesting to me.
So the next card was the Lovers. And as a
Stay
court
off
card,
of my
it's going to
computer.
represent more or less the tone,
Well, it's kind of like their overall
tone.
theme in their life. They seem like, despite their lack of showing emotion, I think love is an important part of their life in some way. I feel here they want to be loved, but they're very guarded. They're very guarded because of that Page of Cups. So it's possible here, I'm also thinking to myself, it's possible here in time they are going to get over that, that
Right.
lack of sensitivity or feeling.
Sometimes the Lovers card talks about, decisions between things that seem to be more culturally approved or culturally fits in with a standard, or things that maybe are sort of not as approved or fitting the standard. And so this could be saying that person, like we suggested, is still coming to terms with some of that, how they want to be represented in their society or their culture, in their neighborhood, as a person, seeking romance or marriage.
So the last card is going to be any card, but it's something else you need to know about this person.
And it's another page. It's the upright Page of Pentacles.
Wow. This is really interesting to me because I feel like, and maybe it'd be more true if it was a sword card, I kind of feel they live a bit in their heads. And to me also, I think the page is saying about this person is they are a quick learner. So in other words, They may seem cold and aloof to you, but they're studying you and they're learning what they need to know about you. And I feel that in the process of that, the relationship will deepen, that Lover's card, because they've taken the time to truly get to know you.
Well, Naya, I sort of agree with Banshee here, but I'm going to throw a little wrench into the idea too, because for some reason I'm picking up the idea that although they may be intellectual and probing in a certain way, wanting to find out things, they're also, maybe I feel, a little naive in certain ways.
Yeah,
and it's the idea that they're not stupid, but that maybe, they're not. But maybe in terms of the ways of how people react, they may be naive because maybe they don't have a lot of experience with close friends or close situations. That's what I'm wondering. If this is somebody who really hasn't totally experienced a lot of friendship yet, or a lot of closeness in their life with people.
Which may again be why it ties into that Page of Cups.
Yeah.
I mean, that is upright. So I feel here there's kind of a maturation going on, but to me, Naya, they never lose their youthful, inquisitive, curious edge. And I think that's good about them. Maybe they have a little bit of water and earth in their chart, that grounds them a little bit. I also think here, I got to start shuffling. Oh, I have
Holly sent us a donation. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're very sweet. Thank you, Holly.
We really appreciate that. Thank you. Sorry.
No, because I lost my train of thought. And you're going to wait for it now because I need it. Something important about that page. Oh, yeah. I also want to say that I feel that page could also maybe indicate something about their career. Maybe they're going to go into finance or some kind of... I could also see them going in a caring profession of some sort. Something to do with healthcare, maybe, is a possibility here as well. Or maybe something to do with a scientific path, or...
Is that the Page of Pentacles?
Yeah.
With me, with that, I sort of feel there is definitely something going on that's preparation, kind of learning or education of some sort. I often feel that page can be very scholarly when they want to be.
Do you think they might be a professor or
not yet, but someday. They're too young.
Okay.
Right now.
Yes. Well, let's move on then.
Alrighty then. So moving on, we have in Lenormand the goldfish. That's the fish. And once again, the home.
This person is either going to come from a wealthy family or background. I'm feeling that with the home, that there might be some money here, or the fact that they themselves are going to be able to create for you a comfortable house and will have the money to, keep you living in comfort. Maybe not wealthy, rich, but you will definitely be living in comfort.
I agree with those things, and I think it kind of plays towards the idea of what I suggested was a little bit of naivety or maybe less experience in the broader world. And so that sort of suggests that maybe they're not only come from maybe a wealthier environment, but maybe they're a little bit sheltered. And so somebody's looking out for them because they don't want them to necessarily make certain mistakes because they haven't experienced, things in life that maybe would educate them more. But I think it's good, and I think that, that also speaks to the sense of what they expect or would like out of a shared life with someone like you, a nice, abundant, lifestyle and home.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that.
So, good luck, Naya. Thank you.
All right, so Jackie posted her question. Jackie is up next.
All right.
And I've got a deck ready. That's an interesting question. I like it. Yeah, I had a weird episode last night. I was mentioning it on the Material Matters show, but I swear something tugged. What?
I thought Jackie had a comment then too, because I mentioned about mine, and I thought Jackie said something.
Well, that's so she's. I think that's what she's talking about here. But at any rate, I was trying to say to those who weren't here that something pulled on my blanket and it was towards me. I literally felt something against me, and I was laying still, and I looked up, there was no cat around. There was, Mr. O was down here, and no reason that should have happened. And I'm just like, okay, if you're a good spirit, thank you, you can stay. If you're bad, we'll see ya.
Well, for those who may not know, or newer people, for a number of years, over 20, we have occasionally seen or felt the presence of like a little shadow cat, and we thought it might have been a very cool cat that we had that had passed on.
But I have seen some full figure stuff or some floating apparitions.
And I have two more recently, so
from time to time in recent years. They don't happen often.
Thanks, Ari. That's fine.
Not often.
It seems like, it's more about manifesting now. Like it's getting more tangible.
Oh, wow, Victoria. Yeah, I don't know. The spirits are flying still.
It's that thinning, I guess. It's still kind of there.
Yeah.
Good point. Alrighty.
Yeah, it was so pronounced. I couldn't ignore it. I mean, it's just like, that's different.
Ghost Kitty.
All right.
I gotta get busy, don't I?
Yes, you do. All right, so let's see. I'll touch your hand. That happened to me once in recent months, too. So, I don't know. Activity picked up a little bit in recent times, but...
Are we going to do your reading?
I think I want to throw 3 cards, and maybe I'll decide.
All right.
Oh, got the world first. Upright.
We're all there. We're all there with you, Jackie. It's the world.
We have the 9 of Swords upright.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
And the 4 of Swords.
What does that sound like to you?
Well...
And if you look at the card in the middle, well, skip the card in the middle for a minute. Look at the 2 on the end. Do you think it's an earthbound spirit? Do you think it's somebody who recently passed on?
I actually got a thought of who is your world. Sometimes it's a beloved parent.
Well, that's interesting. I feel the world is involved in this in some way here. And, with that 4 of Swords, the 4 of Swords looks like somebody who has passed on. So I don't think this is, and this may be known to you, I'm worried about the 9 of Swords, though. I want you to really evaluate how you feel about this spirit, Jackie. Does it feel ooky to you? Do you get bad vibes? That shows, you have to analyze here. Am I afraid? Are these fears warranted or not? Because a lot of times that card means you might have fears or anxieties over this when there is none.
Yeah, I realized after I said it that probably wasn't true. I think she's more onto it, if anything. I'm going to throw the Lenormand out, not because they're going to really screw it up at all.
Oh, okay.
But one is the tower, the clock tower. And, of course, that's not the tarot tower.
Okay.
And then the other is the mountain. So this suggests... Well, I'm not sure.
I'm sure you're not. But did you cover the other cards really?
No,
well?
I haven't really.
Okay. Why don't you focus there? I'll look at the clock tower.
Well, to me, the 4 of Swords is a sign that there is something, that is sort of at rest that is there. Is it somebody that had a lot of sadness or anxiety in their life, or that they brought that to you, but they're no longer around? That's the typical meaning of the 9 of Swords, is that maybe this sadness or anxiety isn't personal so much as what you feel for or about somebody. So I'm wondering if that's what it is. The world is still a cipher to me. What do you think?
Can I see the mountains a minute? I just want to see that
Okay.
card. I'm thinking about something here. Yeah.
No, I don't know that it's scary, but I think that it was somebody that maybe brought sadness or anxiety, or that that it causes that in you.
You can put that back. Thank you. Yeah, this is a little bit of a tricky reading. I think here with the world, maybe they're coming back because they feel they've left something unfinished. Now, I don't know if you've had spirits in that house before, and maybe if it's related to something that's already there, or if it's something that may be connected to the land or the house. See, when I'm seeing the world, I'm thinking of the world, the earth, that it could have something to do with the land or the house. It seems as though it might have left something unfinished. Could the anxieties or stress be the spirit? I like what he said there. If you're not experiencing any anxieties or feeling negative about this, then that could be.
Well, a spirit with unfinished business does sort of have a sense of an anxiety about it, or a sense of being, racked with certain emotions because they couldn't finish what they wanted.
They could have had issues in life, yes. And I like what he said about the issues, but I think here, I look at the mountains and the clock tower. It could be that they had struggles in their everyday life, whether it was finding employment or being able to, or dealing with something oppressive from an institution. I could almost see them, like, for example, being imprisoned. I could almost, for example, see them being maybe having health problems, hospitalized. A lot of times that tower can be about that, those kinds of situations.
The typical poltergeist could be the energies of a living person, and I'll get to that in a minute, who was immobilized or wasn't able to express themselves, so this energy's pent up. But what if somebody like that was maybe around this area and they passed with these unresolved issues of their immobility or their inability to express or have actions, and maybe this is a lingering spirit's energy?
Well, yeah, maybe. I just don't know that it's a poltergeist, though, because that's...
Well, they were in real life. They're not now, but they passed, and that was their general abilities, You don't understand what I'm saying.
No, I don't. Poltergeist activity doesn't sound like it to me, but... and maybe I didn't get what you were saying there. But
well, people who are poltergeists in real life eventually die. What if they die and they still have these energies going on?
Oh, I see. You feel that they had... I see what
It's somebody
you're
who
saying.
passed who was a poltergeist.
I don't know enough about poltergeist activity to go there. I mean, I certainly experienced some in my aunt's house, but I don't know enough about it to
Don't
say.
let us take you further away, Jackie. Who is it?
Well,
Are they behind door number 1?
I do feel here that Four of Swords indicates to me something else too. That maybe they need to be told it's okay, that they could go to rest if they choose. If they choose to stay and they're not harming you, that's fine. They're welcome. And you could let them know that. But let them know that it is okay for them now to be at peace. That Four of Swords just indicates to me final rest, right?
So is it a struggle, the mountains, for them to move beyond the tower being representative of that?
I won't rule that out, Mr. O. That's a good observation. That's what we have for you. We're a little convoluted. We spent time on that because I love ghost questions.
Yeah.
Even if I don't always get them right, I love to try to tackle them. But I think, maybe we gave you something to think about there, Jackie. You might be onto somebody. Yeah, so just say, you're welcome to stay as long as you understand the rules. And, I'm not one of those people that feels every spirit out there wants to be at rest. Hey, I wanna fly around the world, I want to go places when I'm a ghost.
All right, we'll look forward to that email then too, Jackie. Hi,
All right.
Mary.
Hi, Mary. Get you on the list.
Yes, we can add you for a general, no problem.
Yep, we're getting you on there. I'm just updating the list right now. All right. Here we go. All right, let's move on. And we are on
V. Right?
Oh, okay, Jackie. I will definitely look forward to that.
And V did leave us a question, if I recall.
Yes, they
right?
did. It was
What are
about
my ex-Aries feelings toward me? He's been spying on my IG and see I'm in his city, but I didn't reach out to him. I'm in Las Vegas where he lives. His name is Roman. So IG must be Instagram.
his name is what?
Roman.
Roman.
Or Romaine.
Okay. I didn't hear you. Kind of drifted off there to me. All right. So what is he up to? Is that it? What is his feelings?
So what are his feelings? What has he been up to kind of thing? All right, I'm going to use my Karma
Got it.
Music Tarot.
All right. All right, got you on the list, Mary. We got a full house today. It's good to see everybody. I think I'm going to run up and check in a little bit to see if my Amazon orders snuck on the porch.
Okay, I'm going to throw the cards out there. The first one is the reversed Five of Coins. The next one is the upright Seven of Wands. And then finally, there's the reversed King of Swords. And this one nearly completely tells a tale just there. And I think your ex wants to get back into better graces with you. The Five of Coins reversed. They're looking to get back somehow, or they're looking to come into a circle of light. The King of Swords reverse maybe indicates that they feel like they made mistakes or they made wrong decisions or paths, and that could be in relationship to how things went for you. And then the Seven of Wands would seem to indicate that they thought they had a better vantage point, or they would like to move back to having some sort of vantage point in a relationship with you.
That was great.
You liked it?
Unfortunately, I'm not going that way, though.
Oh, I see.
But maybe I should, because look at that.
Okay, so there's the wreath, and that's the sun, right?
No, the fireplace is the sun.
Oh.
That's the ring.
That's the ring. Okay. And that's the goldfish. As
Well,
in many fish in the sea? No.
I'm not going to rule out what he said there, V, but I am a little bit concerned with the tenor of some of these cards. Yes, I feel like he feels like he's left out of things now, now that he's watching you from the outside, So I do sort of see that he feels like he's been abandoned in some way. But that Seven of Wands to me makes me wonder here. I'm going to get to that. The King of Swords could indicate to me that he's harboring some resentment here. See, I'm going a different way. I never liked the King of Swords. And yes, I realize at times it's all about decisions and feeling like, like he said, maybe that he made a bad decision or judgment, right? That's very possible here. But also the King of Swords can be very angry. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. And I'm a little bit concerned that he's trying to get the upper hand on you in some way here. But is it bad? Is it good? It may end up being that he does want something to come back. That ring here makes it sound like he has a commitment to bringing back something that he felt was really fulfilling to him in his life. I think the goldfish there. Usually it's about abundance, but I can almost see it in this regard. You were something valuable to them in some way. Maybe they didn't always treat you like that because, some people don't. Sometimes people don't know what they got till it's gone, right, Mr. O?
Right, and I do feel Banshee's right there. The ring of commitment and the fish of abundance says that they feel they are better off trying to get back to that would bring something worthwhile to them or to both of you. The Five of Coins, to me, reversed, remains as the idea that they do want to come back into your circle if they could. I think I like what Banshee said about the King of Swords, because besides making a bad decision, it could be saying that there is a little bit of enmity going on too. So let's watch for that.
Yeah, so I'd be a little bit cautious. I mean, if you want this person back in your life, fine, but I would also be just cautious about their motives. Maybe just because you were valuable to them in some way, but if they didn't treat you that way, is that what you want to go back to? You got to think about it that way too. So that's what we see at the moment with the cards. Good luck with that.
Alrighty.
Aries. Hi, Aries. How would my love life be if I lived in Nevada? Would I find true love there if I lived there? Okay. Interesting. Let's see what deck I want to use for that. Let's use the Unfolding Path.
That's Aries' question?
Yeah.
Ari. Alrighty.
Yep. Let's see. Oh, here, I meant to give you this. There. Whoop.
And we're also back on Thursday. Just going to throw the schedule out there. We're Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m., so you can check us out that night too. Like Banshee mentioned earlier, her Material Matters is really hot. It's did really well this morning, so the advice must be good. People wouldn't come
or
if it
people
wasn't.
are awfully worried about their finances right now during this holiday season.
There is that.
All right. Wow, you start off nicely, kind of balancedly with Temperance. Temperance is upright. Okay. If you want to get something started, the Page of Wands says maybe. Huh. I mean, it's not super romantic a reading, but it's interesting. The Six of Cups is up right here. I think you might be pretty... Oh, go ahead. Let's see what you got. Okay, that's a coffin, right? Pretty sure. The snake. Oh, okay. That's all right. That is okay.
I like it, I think.
It's a real kind of odd reading, Aries, but I would say this, it's more positive than not. And I think here Temperance just indicates to me you would be in your comfort zone in Nevada. You might be feeling really good about the people you meet there. You just like the environment you'll be surrounded by. I think that you're going to feel very comfortable, relaxed, and like it was meant for you in some way. Go on, I'll let you go with that.
Well, maybe that comfort comes from the idea that maybe living there is less ambitious or competitive, especially towards the idea of, dating and stuff like that.
Maybe. That Ace of Wands indicates to me, or Page of Wands, indicates to me that there's a potential for invitations, meeting people, going out. This could be dates. This could just be a good, active, fairly good social life. I think, too, that career opportunities or jobs for you might be good for you there as well.
Page of Wands, right. It almost feels like, too, there's something that's just good news about you being there, like invitations to things. So it really does have a sense of giving you a social life that maybe is new for you. It's not the one you thought you were going into, but it's one that you will feel comfortable with.
And, that Six of Cups upright. Now, I take it you're not from Nevada. Because it would almost sound like somebody from your past is coming back if you were. But failing that, I would just say this, that that there's something about living there and maybe the people that you meet that gives you a very comfortable feeling like you're really at home. Like maybe something you've even experienced in your past. Everything just feels good. And it feels like I think that you could grow there, I don't think this is going to make you nostalgic for home. I think you're going to find that you feel like you're home.
Would it be too coincidental if there was a connection with people there for some reason? That maybe there was somebody who was, not like your closest relative, but maybe a second or third cousin or something like that, somebody that maybe you do know and provides a little bit of a connection. Even if it isn't necessarily apparent at first, I think it's what Banshee says too, the idea that you feel like you fit in there and that you do belong there for reasons that approach those ideas of fellowship or getting along with people.
Well, and you know what, Ari, if you're wondering about just the people you'll be dealing with there, I think with the Lenormand, it's stating that, a lot of betrayal, a lot of people who just don't have your back or, want to stab the back, just kind of rude kind of people. I think that's coming to an end if you move there. I think you will find a lot less kinds of people who are snaky, because that's what the humbug is. It's the snake in the traditional Lenormand. So no sneakiness. Everything seems to be up front. What you see is what you get. And I think you will appreciate that much more.
It's why I said what I said about the Temperance card, because I feel that the snake in the coffin indicates it's an end to the more bitter, backstabbing, overly competitive kind of things you've been used to, whether it's in the dating area or whether it's anything to do with your job situations where people are overly competitive or don't appreciate you. So I feel like this says that this change of locale would be good for you, Ari.
Sounds like a win. Maybe you ought to check it out, Ari. Good luck with
Good
that.
luck.
Kara is up, and I
Hi,
got
Kara.
Christine on the list.
Hi, Christine.
We'll definitely get to your question today, Christine. Oops. It's okay. Okay. All right, so we're on Kara.
So is that the question? You want to know if that is your friend, or is there something else there?
So do you want to know if that's why your friend is avoiding you? I guess that's what I'm getting. About because you're right about her boyfriend? I think that's what I'm getting.
Okay.
So let's see what we got.
That sounds right.
Okay, I got it, Kara.
Kind of figured. Thanks. I'm going to use my Buffy the Vampire Slayer tarot. Let's slay this vampire.
That's not bad. We have to do a yes, no, maybe the quick yes, no if we
Yeah,
don't.
we might have to. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so our first card is the Queen of Swords. It's upright. And then it's followed by the reversed Nine of Pentacles. But then you have the upright Ten of Cups. So I think that's like a happy ending.
Okay. Uh-oh. 4 steps away. My delivery. I had to look because I've got to keep eye on that. So we had the Queen of Swords upright first. What was that second card?
It's the Nine of Pentacles reversed.
The Nine of Pentacles reversed.
And then it's the upright Ten of Cups.
10 of Cups, right.
So it's a happy ending.
It is
everybody.
almost a happy ending. And let me throw these out.
The polar bear, which is the bear, and the fox, the snow fox. So fox and bear.
This is kind of a bizarre thing. I'm not sure we're getting, at least for me, I'm not sure I'm going to get to the heart of your question here, Kara, but I am going to give you some information about what I see going on here with her. And I think here, you know, for better or worse, she's made a decision to settle for this person, regardless of whether they're right for her. I look at that Nine of Pentacles. She's really settling for less than what she should. She could do better. It's not necessarily the worst scenario in the world, but maybe it is from the sound way you made it sound. But she could do much better. She could do better. And I think here the Ten of Pentacles, or the Ten of Cups upright, is kind of what she wants. She wants this to end in some marriage or some happy situation here. Whether she's going to get that or not is debatable to me. And I feel here that she just feels that she needs to work at it more. She needs to work at it more, and she thinks she's strong enough to change this person. I don't know why, but I'm getting this all about her right now. That's what's come to me when he started pulling. I was listening as you were pulling, but I lost track, and I was thinking this way. So we are definitely going to do a yes-no for my piece.
Yeah, I
of
think
mind.
so.
But I really feel that's what's going on here. So she may be avoiding you because she doesn't want to have to hear, you know, even though she's crying to you about it, she doesn't want to have to hear what you have to say because she's really still trying to make this work.
Well, the Ten of Cups at the end there either epitomizes you being the one with the happy ending, you moving on because this ain't your baggage or your thing to have to deal with. But it could also be saying, too, that maybe they do take a cue eventually from you. And I sort of feel like Banshee said, that Queen of Swords is, they made this decision. But when I look at the Nine of Pentacles reversed, it's sort of like they're saying they're willing to put up with some of this less than comfortable treatment that they receive from this boyfriend.
That's what it seems like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so moving to the Lenormand, there's a fox there. And you almost wonder if this person is a little bit codependent, but also that they see in her a stronger person than they are. And so they're really just trying to take them down because it makes their ego feel better if they make you feel less of yourself. And so that's where you kind of come into play too, that if and when she knows that dude is calling you, you know, then that strengthens his hand. So you should probably, if you want to remain friends with her, and if you're sympathetic at all to her problem there with the dude, is just try not to deal with him.
Well, you know, sometimes it's okay if you feel up for it to lend an ear, but just that's it. Don't give advice or anything because they really don't want to hear it, you know, but they want to unload. And that's unfortunate. You know, if you get tired of it, I would just say, hey, you know, I've already told you how I feel about this. We don't have to keep bringing it up.
The fox and the bear speaks to the idea that she thinks she can heal him. he's deceiving her because he might be intimating this, like, yeah, you're the stronger person.
That fox, he's right. There is that sneaky, deceptive quality, crafty quality about the fox. How it actually applies here, I don't know. But you know what? I think we don't even have to do a yes/no looking at this, because I feel here the idea is, yeah, she's trying to avoid you because she doesn't want to hear this bad stuff, because she doesn't want to accept it. She still thinks she can save him, like you said.
Book of Dano.
So I'm rethinking that, Kara, because I think we should let this one lie and just know that, if this is a good friend and this is just part of her nature, put up with it while you can. But I'll tell you what, sometimes it isn't worth it. Because if she really does get what she wants and she gets this guy, 10 to 1, she'll drop you as a friend anyway.
She'll be a fair weather friend, and she won't have as much time for you anymore.
So, it's up to you. Do what's right for your well-being here. Good luck with that. People.
All right. So let's move on then to Victoria.
Yes, we got Victoria, and she did have a question, right? She wanted a general, or did she have something there?
I thought it might have been. I don't remember.
Oh, it's right up there. We'll find it. It's not that far.
All right, Kara.
Okay, Victoria.
Just the general. All right.
Okay.
Cool. We can do that.
Your deck, right?
No, I just used my Buffy.
Oh, okay.
I can use a deck if you want me to.
We're going to use mine. I didn't bring out the Pasta Tarot yet. I have to bring it out at least once. And I'm not doing it for Victoria. Victoria's getting the Raven's Dream. I love this deck. It's supposed to be a lightweight vacuum, but I'm not sure how heavy that box will be, so I may send you to the door for that, Mr. O. The King of Wands is reversed.
The King of Wands.
Gotta watch those kings with their wands.
It's a pretty card, too.
I didn't say that, did I?
You did. Shame on you.
Especially when they could be the Emperor reversed.
Uh-oh.
One big carb fest. Doggone it. Guess who's back? Victoria's not going to like me.
I hear you. King of Swords is also reversed. 2 reverse kings, right?
And an Emperor reversed?
Uh-oh. You're not out of control, but somebody else is, I think.
Somebody else is.
And, oh, gosh darn it.
Did you pull that again?
Both of them are repeats. The snake, called the humbug, but tempering it is the bear, the snow bear.
I like that. Wow.
Yeah, I think that's better that way. All right.
So, it sounds to me from your talk about your job, I'm just going to go there first, that you deal mostly with a woman, not a man, because there's a lot of masculine energy here, let me just say. And so I think somebody, whether it's at work or in some other situation that you will be dealing with up and coming, has some very negative energy attached to them. They are, they're mean, they're kind of pushy. They want to push their agenda. Especially with that King of Wands here, too. The Emperor also indicates, the reason I brought up work is sometimes the Emperor reverse can be somebody who is really somebody who just likes to watch everything you're doing, scrutinize every move you're making. A micromanager. Gosh, I've worked for a few, and that is no fun. So, whether it's at work or it's somebody else, like I said, you combine this meanness with somebody who really wants to push their own agenda, and with a micromanager, somebody who's just always on you, watching what you're doing. Sounds like somebody with a very possessive nature coming towards you, if this is romantic. And I'd be very careful dealing with this person in whatever capacity you're dealing with them.
I'm not sure I see romantic things, but I see sort of people interaction things.
Right, I don't know where
so
it's
that could
coming
be
from.
leading to that. But I also feel those reverse kings talking about somebody or something that tries to block opportunities for you, Victoria. And so those could be opportunities of networking wands or of forcefully taking charge of situations. So it could be saying that somebody is trying to keep you at a certain level or prevent you from moving ahead in your career or in other things you're doing. And to me, the culprit could be the Emperor too, because that could be somebody who also doesn't have good advice for you, but maybe they think they have good advice for you. So you have to temper that as well. If somebody's trying to give you advice to say, this is where your strengths are, they might not be really assessing you correctly.
Well, I think you're both, you're wise in saying, okay, there are no men in your life. That's not to say somebody won't enter and cause some grief going forward, but I agree that maybe I don't limit that to men. There are women with, aggressive energy that could be at play here, like you were mentioning there. And I do feel it is somebody who's trying to block your progress or, get you to do things their way. They're not into how you are doing what you do. They want to kind of control you and make you do things their way or for their benefit as opposed to your own. And I think here with the Emperor reversed, you just got to put your foot down, and maybe that's here with the Lenormand. I should just go right there because it looks like here, Victoria, standing up for yourself is going to be very important, and you can put this little bah humbug to rest, You could stand up to this betrayal, call it out for what it is, and say, no, I'm not going to stand for this. This isn't right. This isn't fair, and stop it. Put a stop to it.
To the degree that when you do that, or if you're able to do that, you show yourself as having sort of a sense of strength or principles and not necessarily being unsure, that works to put the humbug or the snake back in their place too. That you basically have to approach them with a level of confidence and saying, you're wrong and I can prove it.
Yeah. Oh boy. So yeah, your contract. Oh boy. Wishing you luck.
Good luck.
Lots of weird things are going to be happening with government. You're working for the government now, right? Government employment. But I have a feeling contract workers might not do badly. We'll see how that goes. But at any rate, it looks to me like you will have to, at least show that you are in charge, that you are doing what needs to be done, and not allow people to pull one over on you. Okay? Just watch your back right now. I think the best advice I can give you for the present is to definitely watch your back, because somebody is not playing fair, and somebody may not have your best interests at heart. They're really looking out for themselves here.
Yeah, don't be collateral damage.
Oy vey. For the propaganda. There you go.
Boy,
True that.
The truth.
True that.
Alrighty.
All right, that's what we have for you.
And Tanya is up.
And let's see who we've got up next. We've got up Tanya. Hi, Tanya. That was a very people-y reading, Victoria. Court cards, the Emperor energy.
How V used to feel and think of my presence when we used to meet. So what was V thinking about?
Okay.
And that'll be my deck.
What was he thinking about?
Hi, Tanya.
When they met?
What?
When they met? I'll go.
Yeah, I'll go back to that again. Hold
You
on.
shuffle your cards. I'll go back. It's okay.
Okay, it was there.
I'll find it.
Let me know if you can't find it.
No, I will. Okay, I got it. How V used to feel and think in my presence when we used to meet. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, I got it. I kind of put two things together there.
And I'm going to use my Legend Tarot, the Arthurian,
I don't do people.
when we used to meet.
Well, I've kind of always been in the people business. Even though I've always been shy, somehow I managed to always be in the people business. Maybe that's what got me out of the shyness. I don't know. Forced it out of me. Why did I do that? Oh man, I'm all over the place here. It was delivered. Uh-oh, but the other one was not. It's not the big thing. I ought to see if it's coming, though. No, it's not even close. So I better bring that in, because there is a gift for someone in there.
Okay, so the first card is the reversed Page of Cups.
Go do it.
The second card is the reversed Seven of Pentacles. And the last card is the reversed Eight of Swords. Page of Cups reversed could be a person who is challenged by their own feelings, or maybe they're not always confident about their feelings in a relationship. Was it there?
It's not the big thing, but the cat things, and my shoes and a gift for someone.
Okay. Well, not everybody needs to know this.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
That was my Black Friday
So
shopping.
the cards were the reversed Page of Cups,
Pre-Black
the reversed Seven of Pentacles, and the reversed Eight of Swords. So how they felt when you used to meet, what was they thinking of, or how they related to you, those kind of things. The Seven of Pentacles reverse maybe indicates that they wanted something more, they wanted something to develop, or they felt like they had been waiting for something that maybe now was finally going to happen. And I assume that that would be what their feelings were for you. In some ways they felt maybe released from their own idea about themselves. The Eight of Swords reversed sort of really speaks to the idea, Tanya, that they might have felt something was holding them back. And now they felt they could be themselves, or they could feel like they were free. So in other words, maybe they felt at that time they didn't, or originally at that time, they didn't feel they were able to express themselves, but knowing you maybe helped that. That maybe somehow they gained more confidence, or was able to change the way they felt about themselves as well as about you.
The Page of Cups, right?
Reversed.
Reversed. I almost feel like initially they really didn't, they may have been very guarded with their emotions. They may have been feeling, or they may have kept some things back from you that they didn't realize. They may have also felt that they they didn't quite get off on the right foot that they wanted to in the beginning. I get the feeling.
The
Seven of
Pentacles.
Pentacles indicated that they were willing to put in some work or effort to this relationship, I think, that they wanted to do that, but something may have pulled them away, I almost feel here. And I guess the reason I'm saying that is I took a little look in here.
The mice.
It may not have been another person
And the
or a
slave.
woman or anything like that, Tanya, but it may have been something in their life that pulled them away. They had some struggles or some issues, maybe. I don't know. You probably know when you used to meet with them what they were going through. Was there some type of either career or family issues that they may have been dealing with? Maybe that they had to move or change jobs. There just seems some struggles or some stress that they were under at the time. Was it pressure because maybe they were interested in someone else at the same time? I think that there might have been some competing interests here. That he was receptive but guarded and just felt like that he had to put in a little more effort to get this off the ground.
To me, when I look at the Seven of Pentacles, I wonder if something happened that maybe changed in their life so that a situation where either they weren't working as much, all of a sudden they're working more, or they didn't have a certain responsibility, all of a sudden they have more of a responsibility. That's part of what happened. And so it made them feel, I think, with the Eight of Swords reversed, that maybe they had to be honest with themselves in terms of also acknowledging where they needed to be. There's a sense of freedom with that Eight of Swords reversed or unreversed, and maybe they felt they had put a lot of their responsibilities on themselves, but maybe they could also change that. But they're conflicted there, is what it looks like.
Well, thank you for clarifying that, because, yeah, I do feel there were some stresses in their lives, and they had to move, with that, it's a sleigh, right? Not the rider, it's a sleigh. They had to, and that's what I thought, they had to kind of move where, on working on where the pressure was. I don't know if they were getting pressure from others. Are you guys still together, or you're not together anymore? Because I get the feeling that maybe they were feeling pressure or stress to move on from this relationship, to not put in the work or effort there that they wanted to.
Is that the mice in the sleigh?
Well, it's the mice in the sleigh combined with that Seven of Pentacles and
the Eight of Swords?
Yeah. No, we are not contact, yeah. So I'm wondering if they pressured, somebody put pressure on them to pull away, either saying that you weren't right for them, or we're more important right now, you shouldn't be pursuing a relationship. Whatever the case may be, there may have been some outside pressure going on while you were meeting with them that caused them to kind of pull back.
It seems to me like there would be suitable work involved if something were to be able to bring you back together in some level. Some of these other issues would have to be approached. So it's kind of iffy, but I think they just, mostly what they felt, they just weren't really confident about themselves in relationship to what their other issues were. They let their other issues kind of overwhelm their feelings about you. So whether it can ever happen again is hard to say. I don't know them. And I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, that's what we have for you. Sorry about that too. Good luck with that. Where are my notes? Mr. Rivera, we finally got to Mr. Rivera. He wanted an oracle card to find out how the rest of the semester or that final.
Do you have one? Because I have one.
Oh, I have a number, but you can go ahead if you've got a good one to answer that question. It was about how things would go up through finals week.
I'll let you do it.
Oh, it must be an esoteric oracle you had there.
Well, I have my two darker ones. You're welcome.
You know, I was going to put this away, and
I have the Earth and Bone, and then I also have the Dark Light Oracle.
Well, I was going to toss the Yule Oracle, but you know, for some reason, I think the MJ Cullinane Crow one, Urban Crow, might be good for this question. Let's see what we get. And I may throw a bonus out there if it's needed. Only if it's needed. Let's see what we got. And let me post. Hey, you're very welcome, Tanya. Good luck.
Good luck.
Oh, I need to get you.
Thank you. All right. Winding down towards our final date. Time, that is.
Well, we're doing fine. We were going to a little over. I think we could close the list, though, at this point, don't you?
Excuse me.
Close. I said I think we could close the list at this point.
Oh,
since
okay.
It's 3:30.
I'll throw that there. Whoops. The list is closed.
Everybody who's on the list will get a reading. Well, Mr. Rivera, good news. You got the gift card. Ho, ho, ho.
You're welcome, Holly. And thank you, of course.
Gifts. One thing that just makes my heart sing is when I discover a foreign object on my balcony. One time it was a bright green cap. Another it was a very long stick. Crows express gratitude and appreciation. Gifts ask that you take a moment to make someone's day by dropping off a gift. Wow, that's it? That's the reading? I'm definitely going to give you an extra card on that. But I will say this, that you may find these next 2 weeks to be a gift for you, that, you know, you will feel really good about what you are giving to others, and others will express gratitude to you. What a shock! Thanking the librarian.
This could be the year for that.
This could be the moment, Angel, where, you know, people appreciate you for what you have done or are doing for them during the final exams. And you yourself realize that what you are giving to others is the gift of knowledge, the gift of helping them make it through that final push there to their final exams.
True.
Or their final papers or projects.
True giving is regardless of what one may expect to receive. I mean, that's really what it's about.
So I'm going to, for the heck of it, throw a crow affirmation at you as well. This is MJ.
Should we take Dr. Victor?
Oh, and Zareen.
And then Zareen showed up
then you would have to do that. So,
you know, we just did close our list, both of you guys there, Dr. Victor and Zareen. So we're sorry, we're not going to be able to take you today. We did close our list.
Late.
It's late for us.
And we've still got a number of readings to get through.
Right. We will be back on Thursday night if you can get there.
And we will be here next Sunday as well. So
earlier works better because we do tend to fill up. So we're sorry we can't take you. Well, we're sorry. You should have came in earlier because we've been here almost 2 hours.
I've been waiting so long. Did you? We didn't. I didn't see you in the chat.
That's fine. Here, Sundays we're here 2 to 4 p.m. and Thursday nights we're here 7 to 9 p.m. and those times are Eastern Standard Time.
And it's pretty clear with the readings we have left, we'll be going a little into overtime. So we apologize. feel bad. We love to read for everybody, but we got to set some boundaries. And we love to give this the time it's worth. What's this? Well, you've got caching, which is
Thank you,
I am
Dr. Victor.
comfortable saving resources. I conquer my fear of scarcity by trusting in abundance, allowing myself to save confidently and embracing the future with a sense of security and peace. So how does this make sense with the gifts? I think here, we in library land and during this time of year, sometimes we have to make do with what we have available and help the students as best we can. And the students have to realize that too, especially if they're coming at you last minute for stuff. But knowing you, Angel Rivera, you're going to be pretty prepared. You probably are ready. I think what this is saying, because catching is kind of like accumulating and saving. So you've been saving your energy. You've been saving your resources. You're going to have what you need to tackle what you're facing in the week ahead here. I think everything is going to go smoothly, and by George, you actually might get some appreciation out of it too.
Well, it almost sounds like regifting.
Yeah.
Like that concept where there are things that, you received, but weren't really able to use.
Oh.
Maybe this is saying you might be able to repurpose them somehow.
Zareen, thank you so much for understanding, and I appreciate the comments you made there, and the fact that you were looking and waiting for us. That's just very, very sweet. We'll be happy to take your question next time, and we'll do whatever we can to squeeze you in the next show, okay? So take care.
Thank you. Do you want mine now?
Yes. Oh,
right.
Yes.
So,
my gosh.
The key was our first Lenormand, followed by the slave, which is the ship. So, traveling is the key. Traveling affects the key. Where you move or how you move, or
That's it.
if you want to think of it in terms of movement, also representing sort of a sense of informing too. That's the key.
Well, that's basically it, Angel Rivera. You got to keep things moving. You're going to be keeping things moving. You're going to be busy. I think
Bye, Victoria.
I take care, Victoria. I think it's very clear you're going to be very busy during this time period, and the key is just to keep things moving.
Crunch some abs for me.
Crunch time, Angel Rivera, but in a different way.
No, I meant Victoria.
Oh, well, that too.
She's going to
We
the
might
gym.
make it to the gym, Victoria, but it is very cold.
Oh no, I'm
Mr.
rolling
O
it
is
out.
already leaning towards
I'm rolling it
no.
out.
Yeah.
I am so sorry.
Oh, no. Not going to quibble. Okay, I can't get these back in here. So it'll be your deck next.
You do crunch your way. Angel. And Victoria will do it her way. Or we will ask her if she will.
It is crunch time, Mr. Rivera. It sure is. Good luck with that. I think
There
it's
you
going to
go.
go well.
Well, that's
It'll
what
go
we
very
were
well.
talking about earlier today, Kara. I said, these days are really cold here, and we have a number of things in our house we could use to exercise with. So maybe we just have to get used to saying,
Well, I should
if I'm
do
not going
some-
to the gym, then I'm going to pull up, the equipment I do have and use it here.
I should do some chair yoga while you're doing that with my programs. Maybe you want to join me.
I will. All right, who's up?
All right.
It's a cell, right?
It is, the list. It is a cell.
What's going on in Tate Capricorn's personal life now?
Capricorn's
Does he love
personal.
someone? All right, I'm going to use my Deviant Moon Tarot. It's so deviant. Okay, maybe it's not.
Oh, you put the list is now closed
Yeah, and
up
I've
there.
pinned it too, so we're good.
Well,
I do too. I really like it. And guess what, Jackie? This is a deck that she gave me because she didn't really like it. And it warmed on me. At first I was like, okay, it's a cool deck. And I said, oh, I used it on Goth Tarot a couple times. And then I realized there's a lot in the symbology. I really do like it. So I use it here as well as Goth Tarot. The Deviant Moon.
Oh, the Deviant Moon. Yes. I don't know why. It just did not resonate with me.
It shuffles well and everything.
Well, shuffling is good, but there's other things about the deck that, yeah.
All right, Estelle, what's going on in Tete's personal life now? And the first card is the upright Five of Pentacles. The second card is the reversed Ten of Cups.
Goodness.
And then it's followed by Death reversed.
Wow.
Well, this person may be having a really rough time, and they are a Capricorn, and I believe that some of the astrological things going on, it's possible they are affecting Capricorns more than others right now. But I would have to say that TD's personal life, it's hard to say if he loves someone, because right now it seems like he feels very disengaged from people in general. That's that Five of Pentacles. He may be feeling like he's on the outskirts of activity. He feels like he's alone in certain respects, or he's depressed in certain respects. The Ten of Cups reversed does feel like maybe some of this may be related to his home life, whether it's his life with his family or his personal life that he lives. Maybe those conditions aren't good for him. Maybe he has people fighting or squabbling around him all the time, or maybe, there's things there that just make him feel uncomfortable. I'm going to stop there for Banshee.
It is such a interesting reading, but look, I've got some
do the other card yet, but I'll let you throw
here.
these out. Stars and Polar Bear. Okay,
Yeah.
That is interesting. Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping things might be improving for them, but the thing is, when I see that Five of Pentacles, at first I was going to say, oh, they're going through a rough time financially or physically. Maybe they're under the weather. But then I'm seeing that Ten of Cups in the other, and I'm wondering here, obviously, like Mr. O, if there has been some sort of divorce or breakup, something very disappointing in the romance department, or with family, that there could be some real problems that they're having with their family right now, and they feel like they're alone or that they stand alone. And Death reversed indicates to me that they feel like there's no way out of this, that they're stuck, that they feel stuck right now, which could lead to depression. Sometimes gloominess also comes with that Ten of Cups. But I feel here that maybe they're going to be able to pull themselves out of this. They're going to be able to find their power once more and feel more hopeful about their future. I just feel that right now things are not good, and I feel that those two cards are relating to where things are headed for them.
Well, I didn't even mention that final card, which was Death reversed.
Yeah.
And so
Sorry.
This overall idea is that their life feels very stagnant, unchangeable. They can't seem to affect any kind of progress. And maybe that's why. Maybe it's because they feel the military commitment just sort of overwhelms their life. They are really feeling they're on the outside of things and that they are unhappy. But I think, like Banshee suggests, and maybe we would know, and I know a little bit about this area. I've had some friends from that part of the world who talk about the military commitments. It is a lonely role for some of these people. But I think they are just going to have to dig in to their inner strength and realize it's not going to be forever. There is a destiny. The star can talk about a destiny, a forever after or a future thereafter. So I think that although I can't pinpoint that they are in love right now, it sort of feels to me like maybe that would be the least of their problems if they were in love. Their emotionality is probably more directed at their personal unhappiness, and maybe it's because of that.
Well, it's really interesting that you brought up the military because, it makes me want to go back to what I was first thinking, that maybe they're finding their tour of duty right now, or whatever they're doing in the military, to be rather physically and emotionally taxing on them right now. And that's where that Ten of Cups comes in too. It may be bringing them down emotionally, but also it could be that they're not getting along well with some of the people they're serving with. There could be some trouble in the ranks there. There could be some issues. And with the Death Reverse card, they feel like they're spinning their wheels right now, like they're really kind of in a bad place. However, I feel like they're going to come out of this much stronger. They're going to come out of this much stronger, and that their future looks better going forward. I don't know if they're in there for a specific length of time, or if they plan on being a lifetime military person, but it does feel like they're going to gain their strength and empowerment through what they're going through. It's taking a lot out of them right now, and I'm not seeing a lot of positivity here with any kind of romance or things going on, affairs of the heart. I'm seeing this more to do with their physical and emotional well-being. And I felt kind of that way right from the beginning when I was looking at all of this. So it's something was pulling them down.
All right.
So that's what we have for you, Asel. Good luck with that, or for them. Good luck with that. And Holly is up. Hi, Holly.
Hey, Holly, and thanks once again for your donation.
Thank you so much.
We appreciate everything that we get, to put it
Especially
mildly.
since we...
Nothing is too small.
Especially since we didn't go out to make money yesterday because of the weather. We were supposed to go to an event and do readings in person, but we couldn't get there. What the heck? I'm having issues here.
All right, that's going to be your deck.
Yes.
And Holly asks, why did Timon ghost me at the last moment before our date after we were talking so well?
I
Just
have
need
my
a
head
little
turned away and I
clarification.
missed most of what you said. But I can read it there.
All right. Oh, so you do Reiki. Cool. Nice.
Ghost me at the
We've
last.
known a number of Reiki folks in our lives.
Okay, let's see what we get. And I am using the Silly Pasta Tarot, and I am keeping my little cheat sheet because the suits are a little different in this deck. The suits are all different forms of pasta.
You had to do it, didn't you?
I did. It's the holidays.
I hope I always... Never mind. I was trying to make a pun with pasta, but one isn't coming to mind.
Well, we'll discover the possibilities for you in this reading. Let's find out what's going on there with time and people that ghost. Sheesh. Very disappointing. Why do people...
Well, when it comes to using this tarot, the secret is in the sauce.
I think it's in the al dente pasta too, or whatever. What's his name on Food Network would say.
You're making me hungry. Hi, Russ.
Uh-oh.
Our list is closed,
Yeah.
so we appreciate you showing up, but we
you
are
can
pretty
watch
much
along.
closing down the last couple of readings. You're
Okay.
welcome to watch.
Quarta is wands. So you have the Three of Wands up right here. I'm going to keep this out so I can take a look at that. This is called the Pasta Tarot, Russ. And we also have another wand. That makes it good. The Four of Wands is upright. The Four of Quarta. The Three of Cups is reversed. The Three of Ripena. Oh boy.
I'm hungry now.
I got some stories to tell here.
Okay, so in the Lenormand, a 3 or 4 heat, it's the bear, the polar bear.
Oh, that's coming up a lot.
I know, it's come up a lot. This one's come up once before too, the partridges, which are the birds.
Good to see you, Russ.
Thank you.
Well, this is definitely an interesting reading. I don't know. I almost get the feeling, Holly, that as they were talking with you, they may have been, or commiserating with you, they have been already been setting their sights on something or someone else. That's that three of wands here. Maybe kind of they were killing, I hate to say it this way, but maybe they were killing time, sort of anticipating something else coming along for them. That three of wands, it's just like they were anticipating something, right? Or maybe they were hopeful
working towards something. They were waiting for this opportunity.
Right. Or they were hoping, something out of you that they didn't quite get, okay? So in other words, maybe when they started communicating with you, they were hoping for something that they just didn't see or get from their communications with you. And so that's why they decided maybe to ghost you and move on. The Four of Wands indicates to me that, well, they seem to feel pretty secure of themselves in doing what they did. In other words, they had nothing to lose by ghosting you, if you get my drift. They feel here they were in a good place, and oh well, you just didn't work out for them, so they're on to the next. And guess what? That's what I see in that last card there, the Three of Cups reversed, because the Three of Cups is often about celebrations. It can be about multiple people, and so I feel when it's reversed, maybe there was already somebody on the side there that they were also commiserating with at the same time.
I like that, and of course the idea is that there are two threes framing the whole reading. Sometimes when I look at that Three of Wands, it represents the idea of somebody who feels an opportunity is coming to them and they want to be ready, or they feel they are ready to take it. And so that would answer the basic question, why did they ghost you? Some other opportunity seemed to develop for them almost at that time or around that time. And the Four of Wands maybe says they felt this was something more comfortable. This was something they felt was closer to the idea of an end game for them, moving forward in a relationship. They felt this would be an easier relationship to begin establishing. So I'm not trying to, cast any aspirations on them. They just sort of felt maybe the opportunity they saw was a relationship more up their alley or more worth pursuing for them. I'm looking at the Three of Cups saying their sorrow, their regret by maybe ghosting you. They may come to regret this eventually.
Maybe.
Maybe.
And I hope I'm wrong about them. I mean, we're not always perfect, Holly. But there's really a weird vibe I'm getting off of the bear and the birds. The birds is about communication and networking, and the bear is about empowerment and power. And I can't help but feel here that maybe they get their power off of doing stuff like that. Ghosting people, making people feel really good about them, and then poof, they're gone.
So that
I don't want to believe that, but that's an impression I got.
That makes my take on Three of Cups make more sense, though, because maybe they like making people unhappy.
Ooh.
Or breaking that. In fact, the Three of Cups reversed is literally the essence of ghosting you. They broke off that arrangement you had.
Well, there's so many people, and the thing is, social media, the internet, even chatting on the phone, or just phone conversation, people can masquerade, and they can put on, they can be people that they are not so much easier than when they're in person. Hey, but of course you can also get conned by people in person too. So I don't know if the cards are being rather harsh here, or if I'm taking this, really hard. The best case scenario could be that they ghosted you just because they always had maybe something else in mind too, and maybe they just came through. Maybe they just, this worked out for them opportunistically. Now that doesn't mean that they won't try to come back.
Right.
So you maybe need to ask them to, and try to get them to be open and honest as to why they ghosted you to begin with before you get entangled in this again. Because it's a shame. And if somebody is showing that much interest, they shouldn't do that. But I really wonder here. I just have a feeling there may be somebody else involved one way or the other. Sorry about that, Holly, especially since you gave us a donation. But that's what it looks like to me. I don't see them coming back, but I think it could be possible because they may be the kind of person who, like, maybe has a few people that they try to get interested in them. So if one doesn't work out, they have somebody else they feel they might be able to fall back on. So I'm just throwing that out there as a possibility. Good luck with that.
Good luck. Thanks again.
All right, that's it for Holly. Oh, my goodness. Let's see, we're on Mary the Aries.
Mary the
And I think she
Aries.
posted too. She may have wanted a general, I think.
Sounds rightish.
Yep, and like I thought, we'll be going just a little into overtime with Christine, so we're doing okay.
I'm going to use my star spinner. You're welcome.
Pasta Tarot's fun, but I got to get used to the suits in here and whatnot. It's just a cool deck, and I like bringing out decks like that in the Golden Girls and maybe some other people-y decks. I have that. What is it called? The Unfolding Path Tarot that has a lot of people faces in it because it's a time of year when people get together. So this makes sense to me.
Are you sure that was a general for Mary?
I'll check it.
Okay.
Just shuffle away. Oh boy. I love having an active chat though. It's great. Could you add me for a general? Yep.
Alrighty. Mary the
sure
Aries
did.
with a general.
I do love that deck. I'm thinking of bringing out the Tinseltown Tarot too, which is kind of got a Hollywoodish flavor to it. As everybody goes to movies at this time of year too, so I thought that might be fun.
That's cool. Yep.
You know, I don't think I brought out my Yuletide Tarot at all today, though. I should probably try to read with that one, maybe for Christine's reading.
Okay. Upright, 8 of coins.
Okay.
Upright, 9 of coins.
Wow, nice.
Reversed, Lovers.
Okay, maybe this isn't the most horrible thing. Yes, it's the cross.
The cross as
But-
the candy cane.
It's with the child.
And the child.
So I could go a couple different ways with that, but we'll let that go for now. Well, I don't know if it's just because of the holidays or whatever, Mary, but it feels to me like you're going to be busy. You've got work to do, a lot of work going on. Maybe getting your beautifying your place, doing things around the house, maybe decorating if you do that for the holidays. Whatever the case may be, it just seems like the home might be involved in some way, or the place that you live. You know, maybe you're doing some repairs, or you're rearranging furniture, you're getting rid of stuff. I sense and feel a lot of house or home work here, or something to do with beautifying the home. And what was that reversal again?
It's the Lovers.
Oh, it's the Lovers. You know, something, and it might be because something isn't satisfying you right now. You feel like you need to fix something or make something better. That some of the choices you've made just aren't feeling good to you. I can also add here too, though, I can't help but wonder if this is about pulling things together for the holidays, if the Lovers reversed isn't about something else.
Sorry.
Could there be a fight or argument with somebody close to you? I do not know if you have family or older children, for example, but when I see the child and I see the cross, I can't help but wonder if there's somebody in the family, a child maybe, or somebody who's acting immaturely who may be causing you a little bit of grief during this season. Whether they come home for the holidays if they're older and they cause you grief, or if this is family that you're gathering with or getting together with, or friends that are causing some trouble.
I like how you started out with that, because yes, those pentacles in the beginning really look like there's an emphasis on busyness, and some of this is really about a routine that maybe you know well in certain respects, so could represent things at work that you have to do to kind of, tighten up the end of the year, but it could also pertain to around your domicile, what you're getting ready for. And I think it's a lot about how you want to feel comfortable for the remainder of the year or going forward. So I do feel like there's a holiday sense of effort, like you're getting ready for the holidays, whether you celebrate big or not, whether you celebrate with many people or just a few. You want to sort of have everything really taken care of. And maybe it's more about, just clearing the air so that you have more time for other things. So this is really about just sort of being organized, and maybe that's you in general. Maybe in general you like to have that sense of really being on top of that. So that does lead us to the Lovers reversed, and of course this could be just talking about the idea that maybe you're disappointed in some situation that happens. And so maybe there's a feeling that if you did all this work or all this planning, and maybe you get the news that, the holidays are not going to be that big this year for some reason. Maybe somebody's decided they're going to, do something else and you're not going to be a part of that plan. But it could also indicate too, maybe that there's something going on in your own emotional sphere where you sort of feel not as close to people or situations. That can be typical around the holidays. A lot of times people feel like they're not feeling emotionally with it.
Well, another thing I'd like to add to that, Mary, I just thought of something else. If this could be work related in this, or business related, career related in this regard. I want to start with the reversal.
Lovers.
The Lovers reversed. Be careful of the choices that you make if you're looking for work or employment, or you're trying to better yourself at work. Because I see the work there, be very careful of your choices. You want to look for something that is going to match your needs, and what you want in life. Don't settle for less than what you really want in life. That will really enrich you, make you feel like it's worth your while to do the work. Anything less than that, that's when I see the child there, anything less than that will cause you more grief in the end. So that's the only thing. Suddenly that popped into my head at the end, and I just had to say it. Just as another possible, since this is a general reading, it's the only way I can really see it applying to a work issue right now.
Are you saying that's the Super Bowl teams, Russ?
Oh, that's what he wants to see.
Oh, okay.
Because his team is the Bills, and the Bills are doing really well. So it could be, but boy, the Bears, they really took a toll on us injury-wise.
So when I look at the Lenormand in relationship to the tarot, what I could be seeing too is that when you look at all the planning and work for the holidays that this may be talking about, or about the idea that some things about it just don't feel right to you, you're not getting, the feels you expected, you may feel like, you have to make a change, but you want to do it in baby steps. You want to maybe consider what changes you're going to make in terms of that. Maybe things that make it feel more comfortable for you or put less stress, less work for you to do.
That's what we have for you. Good luck with that. So, Russ, my last prediction for the Lions was so spot on.
It was.
I said it was going to get down to that fourth quarter, and they almost lost that game. And I also said the Bears would have a last-minute decision to make that would possibly cost them, and it's the way they managed the clock. They totally blew it, and they lost the game. And that was just a couple of the things. There was at least one other thing. Oh, the score. I said the Lions would win by 3 to 7 points. This would not be a cakewalk for them. So I was pretty like, wow. I really think I got that one nailed. So pretty happy with that.
All right. And we are on Christine.
Hey, Christine, I'll get my deck. We are going to use the Yule one for this one. There it is.
Hey, Christine. What does Spirit want me to know for this month in regard to new job or career opportunity coming my way?
Was that a knock? Was that you? Okay, thank you.
I'll go look if you want.
You might want to. Just to check. I'm shuffling here.
I might not want to.
It was amazing, but 2 readings in a row, and it's really funny, Russ, because I switched up the decks I was using for their readings, and I used the Magical Cat Tarot. Well, it's the Lions, and I figured it would fit. And so, oh, it's there. Whoa, woohoo. My Christmas present to me.
That sucker's heavy.
Oh my gosh, and it's in its bot. Wow, that's crazy.
What?
Wow, that's crazy.
Eureka!
Eureka! My
a
Eureka
mile down.
vacuum has arrived.
That's a mile down. We live near Eureka Street.
I know.
I bet.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, Jamie's. Our list is closed, but we're doing fine. Sorry to hear you're under the weather. Hey, maybe someday we can look at. We like to do these 2 and 2 readings on the show, Russ. So maybe if you want to ask about the Lions and the Bills' chances for the Super Bowl, we could do that. We'll throw 2 cards for the Lions and 2 cards for the Bills and see what it looks like. But not today. So we're running into the overtime today. So what was Christine's question again? I missed that.
About an opportunity. Hold on.
There it is. I got
Everyone. Spirit want me to know.
it. Yeah, new job, career. That's right. Okay, I got you, Christine. Okay, all my packages have come except my Llewellyn one, which I don't know when that's coming. I think it'll be sometime this week. And I am done shopping online for this holiday.
Thank goodness.
Well, I know we still have some very important people to buy for, though.
Me.
No, 2 friends of ours and
Oh, that's right.
I believe our son and family. And we always get somebody else. And of course, the candy gifts for those people in our lives who serve us. Our vet, stuff like that. Our veterinarian.
All right.
All right, we have the 3 of Candles reversed, which is the 3 of Wands.
Is this your question? What does Spirit want me to know for the month in regard?
But it's regard to a new job. I think yeah, let's do that. Let's do it. I think we can do it. So I think what Spirit wants you to know right now is that you may have to rethink your strategy or plans as far as job seeking goes, or looking for opportunities, or just maybe even the idea that an opportunity is going to pop up for you this month. It may not happen. If you're anticipating something, you might be a little bit disappointed. Right? Is that what you would say?
I would say that.
Okay.
Sadly.
So you want to add anything, or you want to wait?
Right. It just feels that Spirit would be telling you that the opportunity may still come, but it's not going to come probably this month or not till later somehow.
Well, dial down your expectations for now anyway. Why is this important? Oh, well, it's the devil reversed. How am I going to read that in this situation?
Is it possible that maybe there's something else that needs to happen before you can either find this opportunity or take advantage of it? And that might mean that maybe you might have to purge something of some sort, or you might have to come to terms with something. Maybe it's an attitude, or maybe it's a particular thing. So, for example, we know somebody that hates the idea of having to not work remote. Maybe they have to accept that they're going to have to go back to an office, things of that sort. So this could be saying you might have to accept something different than what you wanted to expect.
It's really interesting to me because, there's a lot of things I could say about this card. I think one in particular is that maybe, considering the first card, okay, we said to dial down your expectations. Why is this important? Because for now, maybe you have to find a way to open yourself up more to more types of opportunities, not to limit yourself or restrict your thinking in any way. And maybe you have to put yourself more out there than you have been to find the right opportunity for you. I just think, the devil's about liberating yourself or freeing yourself, like he said, maybe letting go of something that needs to be let go of, but also maybe to just remove any restrictive thinking you might have on what's appropriate for you or what's right for you. There may be other opportunities out there that maybe you need to open your mind up more towards considering.
I really like that. I wonder if, Spirit's telling you that the opportunities you thought you're expecting are really not them, and that you might have to open either focus in tighter or focus out to find an opportunity that maybe is the right one. Just a thought.
Where are things headed? Well, don't get lazy on us, and don't procrastinate or fall into a funk over this.
Is that the Four of Cups?
Yeah, it's the Four of Cups.
Okay.
So I would say this. This is a time to contemplate your moves carefully. So again, it kind of falls in line, I feel, with the first card.
It does.
You may have to rethink your strategy here and sit back and think about it more. But do the thinking, because the Four of Cups sometimes, to me, can indicate laziness or missing an opportunity because you're not, you're either, nothing's ever going to work out. These opportunities aren't coming to me. No, you should not take your eye off the prize, but you should step back and rethink your strategy. And in particular, because of what we've said about the Devil card, right?
I like that, but I got a little excited with the Four of Cups there for you, because it feels like maybe what I said is like this opportunity is not totally gone. It just may not be ready for you yet. Right. And so the idea of a certain level of contemplation may be involved, or some sort of maturation before that. I could almost wonder if maybe this is saying that this thing isn't going to really open up for you until after the holidays. And of course, when you think about employment things, sometimes that happens. Either we gain certain employment before the holidays, or we lose it right after, that kind of thing. So I'm wondering if an opportunity will develop, but it's just not going to be this month.
Yeah, it may not be this month. It may be at the end of the month. It's funny because, more jobs tend to open up, I think, after the holidays. But or way before, but that's retail. The bottom line here, too, with that card is there could be maybe an opportunity, but is it something that you can really take on at this time? Does it really meet your needs? Does it match your skill sets? I guess that's something you're going to have to think about. The key. Oh, see? We're going back and forth here with you, Christine. Because I do feel here.
Key and the child.
Yeah. This is going to be a slow month for that. I don't think the opportunity is going to surface this month either. I
Yeah.
go with Mr. O on this one. I think that it's just not the right time. So dial it down. Dial down your anticipation for it. Really strategize a little bit more about what's appropriate for you. Open your mind up to expanding what is possible for you, and really think about what meets your needs, what you can handle at this time, what is right for you at this time. There may be something that's coming your way, but will it be the right thing for you too? And I think, again, if it's coming your way, things are very, very slow in coming this month, possibly because of Mercury retrograde. Let's face
You
it.
need to make a note. Christine just mentioned her birthday is the 16th.
Oh,
And
awesome.
we have a Sunday show the 15th. We should do a birthday reading for you.
We're going to put it on the calendar
on the,
for you,
on
Christine.
the 15th. Whether you come to that show or not,
It'll
will
be the
there.
first reading we do. And so...
It's our birthday gift spread.
Yeah. We always do the card for the collective, and then when we get to the readings, we do the birthday reading first. So you'll be able to find it easy enough if you can't make it. Thanks for telling us in advance. We'll schedule that in for you. All right.
So that's what we had then for you. I hope that clarified things a little bit. It sounds like something.
Are you saying there are football jerseys available, Jamie's Cowboys? I can think of a couple I'd want.
You're welcome. Thanks for the
But they
information
cost
too,
so
Jamie.
much. I would love to get a Lion shirt, but they're so expensive.
Alrighty, everyone.
Oh, nice, Christine. That'd be fun. You're very welcome in advance. We're always happy to do those. Well, all right, that's it. That's all we've got here for everybody. I want to thank everybody for stopping in today. This was a great show. My Material Matters was a great show. People showed up. It was so fun. And if you haven't caught that and you have some concerns about your money, your career, your finances, check it out. It came out today at 10 a.m. It's a video available on our channel.
Who had any doubt, Angel?
Yeah, we made it, Angel Rivera.
Next Saturday we will be here for happy hour, despite what I just put there. There we go. I took that away. We will be here for happy hour. So don't forget to come see us. We'll also be back on Thursday from 7 to 9 p.m.
Yeah. Thanks, Angel. We had fun. We hope everybody else did. Take care, everybody. Hope to see you all really soon, especially the people we could not read for today. We always love to read for as many as we can fit in. We love you. We'll see you soon. Take care. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye.